unexpected cat in the harvest area. Hello. Just gave this little one some of our cat biscuits. Oh, it wants to eat me. I don't know what it wants exactly. It nudges you like it wants a scratch, but then it bites you. I think it's just playfulness. Oh, look at it. I'm assuming this is the glitter kitten. The glittery collar seems to have faded, or it's got a new collar potentially. And look at it. It's just collapsed down there. So cute. Well, it is 20 past 6 p.m. on the 24th of August. It's Sunday, and we have a cat. We think it is Glitter Kitten, and it's not dead, it's just sleepy. It's very sleepy. It seems to like hanging around people, though we haven't seen it much. I think it's someone local's cat. Possibly someone new who moved to the area and got a cat recently. I don't know. It wasn't super interested in food. We gave it some biscuits, and it had a nibble, but it's not like wolfing them down or anything. Anyway, we primarily came down here today to water and harvest, and as you can see, harvest has happened. Lots of tomatoes. There's a melon hiding down there. We'll go look at those plants in a moment. The beans have not come up. The soil has dampness in it. We've just watered it some more, but so I'm not sure whether that's just a lack of time. I'm being impatient. It's only been a week, or if something might have got to the beans, but there's no signs of digging in there, so not sure about that. We'll see. We had a couple of windfall pears, and these pears are looking bigger, and they're picking up more of that blush, so that's good to see. Well, that one just came off. I reckon they might be very close to ready. Okay, well, there's going to be a pear in my pocket now. So the rodents, that's kind of one of our main concerns at the moment. Putting this pear in my pocket. There we go. Look at these. There's a whole rodent city going on down there. So this was carrots. There's some carrots there. There's some carrots there. And then there's a couple of sinkholes. I was watering and it all just collapsed. So we've not seen too much visible surface digging in these since we did the garlic rinses. So I'm not sure if those holes were sort of pre-existing or have happened since. One thing we have noticed with the sinkholes, since the garlic water, is there's been a ton of digging and churning in these paths. So we think the rodents might have sort of moved away from the beds and into the paths. Yeah, that's better than being in the beds, I guess. So we've got a few things growing over here. There's the radishes and stuff. I've been over that quite a bit in previous videos. I'm not going to focus on it too much. There seems to be possibly a bit of tunnelling going on in that bed there. The asparagus is looking pretty sad this year. I have given it some feed. I'll probably give it a bit more feed of some nitrogen feed, some all-round feed maybe. Hopefully it will get more established and be better next year. I'm not giving up on it as such. And as you can see, there is something happening. I think we might have just disturbed it a bit too much in the last year when we were renovating this bed area. We got a nice crop of Daphne H gherkins off those plants there. So I've got 3 pots on the go at the moment fermenting. So we'll get a nice 4th decent sized pot. Those kales are coming along. Something is eating them a bit, but I think the cage is keeping most things off. Yeah, and there's been a lot of digging. Cat covered this one up. There was a hole in the ground down here. There's another definite hole right here, and you can see holes under this tree. But yeah, there's this. It's wet because I tried filling it up with water, but the water just sort of runs down it. Infinite water hole. But yeah, so there's lots of digging. I mean, I don't mind if they dig in here. It's just when they dig under the plants and kill the plants, because I don't think they want to eat the plants. These pears are continuing to get bigger. Still not coming off trivially. Oh, sorry, I should be focusing up there. So I think they still need a bit more time. There's not been any windfall from this tree yet. None at all. Yeah. and whereas the other trees had a few windfall. I think the quints are visibly getting bigger since I thinned it. I'm still definitely thinking of thinning that some more. Chilies are coming along. They're not setting fruit as fast as I'd like. We do have some good fruit happening. You can see a whole darkness of... can you see that down there? Yeah, lots of little jalapeños down on that plant there. And then, yeah, the super hots aren't doing great. I mean, they're looking beautiful. They're fantastic plants. By doing great, I just mean time-wise versus the time of year versus the closing in of the season. I did a big water in the tomato polytunnel and all the other bits in here. So this, we saw some digging under this melon the other day, and it seems to have done for it. It was really all wilted and it's not recovered. We watered it. There's one little melon down there. Oh, can you see? Yeah. I think that shrunk. Can they shrink? I don't know. Lots of mildew on this melon. A couple of okay sized melons on that one. But yeah, so we basically, that first plant I looked at just there, this one, is where that melon came off. And I think it's definitely looks ripe, it's changed colour and it smells beautiful. So I'm hoping that's all good. Kashmiri Mirch galore down there, so that's great. I think since I put the pyrethrin on these, there may have been an improvement. So fingers crossed for that. And look, we've got a big melon down here, and I think that'll be ready soon too, though. It doesn't smell aromatic yet, so I don't think it's quite there yet. But also the mildew is setting in on this plant. Yeah. Kat did the tomato harvest, as you saw. There's plenty of them in that basket. There's that weird ass tomato. It's just so mutant. And there's lots of fruit happening in here, so I think we're pretty good for our tomatoes. We'll be getting some passata happening pretty soon. We've already got enough tomatoes at home to start kicking off the passata cooking. But yeah, there's some good sized tomatoes even further up these plants at the moment. So seems to be a good year for the black brandywines as well on there, because we found in the past the black brandywine plants don't crop super heavy, but they tend to set pretty big heavy fruit. Sorry, I'm bouncing around too much with the camera there. Yeah.
Definitely glittery collar.
Is there some glitter on the collar still?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a different colour to what I saw before. Okay. The colour I saw before had a sort of a plastic layer over it.
Yeah.
And glitter built into it. Or is this just... Oh, look, I can see some glitter down there. Oh, maybe the collar's turned inside out.
Gone inside out.
Oh, there's the glitter. Sorry, glitter kitten. It is a glitter kitten.
Maybe I should take that collar off the fucking dill over there.
Yeah, that's a fennel.
Keep picking dill because that's a...
It's just past 8 PM and I've just nipped back to the plot because I forgot to get some parsley and some fennel I wanted for making dinner. And Glitter Kitten is still sat on that pallet. What's going on? Oh, that's kind of sad. Oh, it's not. Glitter Kitten is on a different pallet. There we go. Has migrated to the neighbouring plot. Interesting. I hope Glitter Kitten has a real home rather than just hanging out on the allotment plots. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm just here for some parsley and some fennel. So I'll crack on and do that, won't I? And there we go. Isn't that a nice bouquet? Glitter Kitten, have we gained you as a permanent plot resident? Oh, you look so relaxed. It is a sunny 10 to 4 p.m. Slightly windy, quite sunny on a Monday, bank holiday Monday, the 25th of August. The compost has settled down a bit, needs a top up and a bit more life put into it potentially. We're just here to drop off some timber before heading home for a barbecue. That's all we're up to today. We've just been out to Wickes, a nice little Burgess Buttercup, I think that must be. It's strange, we've got what should be a few Burgess Buttercups, and they seem to have some slightly different growth forms. But that's the one that I planted in this here compost bay, where the cucumbers have died. This little back asparagus bed needs some weed attention. That there is actually a tobacco. I think that might be a surviving tobacco there as well. But everything else here is weeds, all of it. And we've not been watering our artichoke that we rescued from the other plot back there. It might be dead by now. It's not looking too happy. Even the grass has died in that pot, so that's not a good sign. But yeah, I just thought I'd pull the video out, with the camera out, and take some video, mainly because of the cat. Oh, look how churned this up this is. So much digging going on in this ground here that you can. I feel myself sinking into it as I walk along, because there's all these little sort of burrows under the wood chip from the critters, from the rodents. Yeah, so that's not great. But like I said in the previous video from yesterday, I'd rather have burrows in the paths than the beds. So we've seen some other damage around here as well. So there's the burrowing paths, but then there's also looks like something bigger has been digging right there. Not sure what that is. Whether it might be the cat trying to dig a latrine or something else, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. It's as I said before, bank holiday Monday, August summer bank holiday in the UK, and we're taking it easy. Cat is in the polytunnel next to me doing a bit of a tomato harvest, and the cat is just chilling under the table. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of cat with a C as opposed to cat with a K in look at that, it's just nibbling on me in this week's video, hey? Featuring the cat. The cat's just turned away from me, doesn't want to play anymore. Oh, cat sneezes. Anyway, that's enough gratuitous cat footage, I think. These little padron peppers have done okay in the end, really, and they're still flowering, so we might get some more fruit from them. But I'd given them up as pretty much dead. They were nothing but sticks after I planted them. They got completely battered in some wind after I planted them out, and there was just nothing there. But look what we just harvested. That's a nice little dinner's worth of padrons right there. They'll be on the barbecue tonight. All good. But the there's that giant wolf and butternut down there. But yeah, in general the pumpkin patch is dying back, and the pumpkins are being revealed as the foliage dies back. Anyway, we were just here for these little padrons, and I think that's us done and ready to head home for barbecuing. It's gonna be a whole Pedro and pepper party. This is just some more I picked up from the Pedro I planted inside the greenhouse. They're a little drier. I can feel that they're lighter and in some cases thinner skinned than the ones from outside, and I'm assuming that's probably because of a slight lack of water in here, in this space. Whilst the plants do look mostly very good, I think there's not a lot of water for the fruits. We've actually noticed some plants here have thinned out quite a lot. That's lost a lot of its foliage. See that? Well, we have been watering it regularly, but if you look at that fruit, you can see it's kind of wrinkled, and it's really thin skinned. So yeah, that's not the best, but we are fine-tuning our chili growing world, I think, and we'll have some better ideas for how to manage things in here next year, possibly putting the super hots into pots rather than trying to grow them in the ground, because there's just no time for setting fruit. You can see there's some fruit setting now actually, but is there going to be time for much of that to grow? Probably not. Oh, we've got some good fruit happening down here. They've appeared out of nowhere. Look at them. Oh yeah. I'm not sure what that is. I've forgotten what everything is in here. I think that was the 7-pot Primo in the corner. That might be the Naga. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be sitting here videoing. I'm supposed to be picking up my peppers and heading home. So I'll do that. Maha. Oops, I'm still here picking chilies. This is our polytunnel. No, I'm wrong. This is the polytunnel CC jalapeno plant. I accidentally picked a couple of these, probably a bit small, really. That's the sort of size we want. And then this is the greenhouse CC jalapeno plant, which is the one that went in slightly earlier than this one. And we've also got a CC jalapeno at home, so I'm hoping to have enough jalapenos to do some pickled jalapenos. That's a nice little job I can do. Okay. In our Monday bank holiday travels, we popped into good old B&Q and raided their on special shelf. Not too bad. Healthy looking Swiss cheese plant there for £6. They were all half price, which is not the cheapest you can find stuff, but also not too bad. The little that was £5 for the what are they called again? Bromeliad. And that's including with these little ceramic pots they came in. So really, not bad. That one's probably going to want to go into a bigger pot pretty soon, to be honest. And we got these for £3 each. There's probably 3 or 4 viable strawberry plants in each pot. And this one is a single red petaled. And this one's a double. There's no flowers on that one at the moment. I actually picked a healthier looking plant. The one next to it had the flowers, but that was double red and single red, reddish pink. So they'll go in the allotment, obviously, and the other 2 are house plants. But yeah, probably not the tastiest, wonderful strawberries in the world. I don't know. This one's a Ruby Ann, and this one's a Summer Breeze Rose. So we'll find somewhere for them to live, and they will just be a pretty strawberry addition to our very ragtag strawberry collection. Okay. danger snacks. It is 7:15 on Wednesday, the 27th of August, and we have not been to the allotment. Instead, I have bid on eBay, and for the grand sum of £102 and 8p, I have 28 domestic solar panels. Ha ha! So thus we will be commencing at some point Project Solar Punk Allotment, or Solar Powered Allotment. These are all going to need a little bit of a clean up and testing, but from what I gather, from everything I know about where they came from, they're probably fine. And they're just a little old, but for our purposes, they're going to do a job, or multiple jobs, I reckon. We shall see. But yes, that's today's random excitement. Random drive to pick up a lot of solar panels. Hey Google, set a timer for 10 minutes.
Covered 10 minutes, and that's starting now.
And that is 4 times 900 grams plus the 600 grams of allotment passata. It's our friendly neighbourhood chinook doing its regular flyby. Can't quite, there we go. I didn't catch it quite soon enough, really. Not really neighbourhood, it flies from the south of London most of the time. All the way up to the Wash, north of us. Does some manoeuvres, test firing range of some sort, so it might be firing something up there. And then heads back to London again. Sometimes it goes through the middle of London, and sometimes it goes round Aylesbury way. Righty, it's 3:20, and that's everything watered, and I've done a bit of side shooting and training in here as well. It's getting to that point where I need to think about nipping out the tops. You kind of get lulled into thinking these harvests will keep going forever, but there's only so much. But look, there's some pretty good sized tomatoes all the way up there, and this is one of our good source tomatoes. This is a Amish paste, I think. But yeah, as you can see, these plants are getting a bit out of hand. I actually need to get some sort of a hop up or ladder in here now to get to the top of these. But they're doing these decolgas. I don't think we'll grow them again. They're kind of nice little tomatoes, but they both last year and this year we've got this massive blossom end rot problem on them. We have a bit of blossom end rot around in general, but they take the cake with it, really. Got some eggplants happening down here again. You can see one hiding down there. Yeah. The melons are mostly over as far as the plants go, but like this Petit Gris de Rennes is looking pretty yellow and mildewy now. But these fruit are not ready yet. They don't have that aroma like that other one I picked does. And here's Chonkzilla of a pepper or a capsicum. Oh, I'm starting to speak like a British person. Pepper, aubergine. Anyway, yeah, so the eggplants have recovered a bit since the big old poisoning. This merch is just mad. Look at that. Oh yeah. I think I'm going to want to actually harvest and freeze a bunch of them green, because they're really nice as green chilies. As you can see, tomatoes galore down here. A little bit lower on this side. I should take these planks down, because now that we're getting less sun, they're probably impacting things a bit too negatively. But we'll see. And these capsicum plants here are bowed under the weight of their fruits. Look at all that. Can you see that? A bit hard through all the leaves, but that's a heavy branch there. And I need to work out some sort of support for these, probably. In fact, that should be the last thing I do today, I think. Because that plant is not happy. Well, it looks really happy actually, but it's not going to be happy if it keeps doing that. Anyway, I better wrap up because we want to get going. We're supposed to be off travelling. Not far. It's about an hour and a half away where we're going. This pear tree here has started to pick up a really nice blush on the fruit. Let's sort of dodge around there. Look at that. But, oh, that just popped off. Okay. We'll harvest that one and see how he tastes in a day or two. Still feels a bit firm to me, but you are supposed to pick them when they're still a bit firm, and then ripen them off the plant, I gather. And this is Kathleen's hard work. Been harvesting some tomatillos over here. Haven't done any tomatillos yet. Haven't done anything with them yet, really. Another jar of gherkins, I reckon. The good old zucchinis and a nice little pile of tomatoes. We'll take some of them with us. And my dodgy bean frame has already come a cropper, unfortunately. Oh well. Anyway, we'll get trekking. Did I mention? Oh, and then one last thing. There's always one last thing, or two. I did not kill the, what is it called again? I always have a mental blank spot for the name of this damn thing, because you can't eat it. Pretty purple flowery things. Oh, it escapes me. I'll put it up on the screen. You probably know what it is watching this. I'll remember in a second. But yeah, it's actually come back to life after I thought I'd totally killed it. So we may have a use for that. We may put it somewhere. And I won't bother talking about the chilies today because I talk about them so much. But there's a whole forest of chilies going on as usual. Anyway, I think that'll do us for today. And we'll get trekking. And I'm back for one last thing. I have deployed these properly. I haven't really had time to do this, but we've got chilies and other plants that need it, but these capsicum plants, as I was just saying in the video a moment ago, really were in need of support. They were draping all over the ground, and it was just a matter of time before things snapped off. Things snapped off while I was trying to do this. The connections on the plants are actually quite brittle. So this will hopefully give them the support they need for a while. As you can see, there's some pretty good fruit hanging down there. Much easier to see now that I've lifted them up. So yeah, they're looking pretty awesome. So yeah, these are doing their jobs. So it'll be interesting to see how they hold up, because they've got a bit of strain on that point there. Obviously they're exposed to UV and temperature fluctuations in here. But if they do the job, I'll be very happy with that. And there we go. Cane hats, or whatever you want to call them. Right, I'm really going this time. Come on, you meow for me. Meow for me. Meow for me. Meow. Meow.